This is the At the Pub with Zac
and TT for the Millwall drive home. We're not driving home from the den because, to be fair, we're meeting our cousin, celebrating my dad, Zac's granddad, and we're enjoying ourselves. And it's even better because we've just walked from the den where it finished. Millwall 3.
Birmingham City Football Club 1.
Went for the full football club. What a win from the Lions. Absolutely superb. From start to finish, it was only one team in it. To be fair, Birmingham scored with pretty much their only chance of the game. A midfield dominated by my man of the match, Billy Mitchell. And we'll elaborate a little bit more into that, but we're absolutely buzzing with that performance. You know, we saw 3 football matches last week where we played midweek, we went to Barcelona, we went to Hull, we didn't see, I think we only saw 2 goals, no wins. To see us play like that today was absolutely superb. We started with Bartosz in goal, a back 4 of Danny McNamara on the right, Murray Wallace on the left, with Sean Hutchinson and Jake Cooper back together in the central defence. Scott Malone on the left midfield. Right midfield was Jed Wallace. 2 central midfielders. George Evans coming in for George Saville, which seems like a great decision. Billy Mitchell alongside him. And then a front 2 of Tom Bradshaw and Benik Afobe. Before I go into any details, Benik Afobe, Tom Bradshaw absolutely worked their... I was going to say a swear word there, but they worked their nuts off today. Absolutely superb performance by the both of them. Tirelessly running into the channels. The difference between the movement of our front 2 and the movement of Birmingham City's with Troy Deeney and Scott Hogan and even Djukovic in the second half just really had nothing to give in the game. And like I said, we dominated at the back, we dominated in the midfield and dominated up front. And if you do that, you're generally going to have more of a difference. We started the game, like I said, right on the front foot. Do you want to say what we started with?
We started with passion. We started with the front foot. We started with more hunger, more desire than them.
We did, and you know, the 6th minute, the Birmingham City fans, Millwall fans, both stood. Massive round of applause. Millwall from us. Keep right on from the Birmingham City fans. The way it should be done, to respect and, you know, support a young boy that was tragically abused and killed by his parents, and more has to be done in situations like that. I'm lucky that I've got my little boy here. I'd kill anybody that tries to come near my son, never mind anyone try and hurt him. For them to do that is absolutely disgraceful, and it was fantastic that both fans, the players kicked the ball out. You know, the players got involved, and that's what Millwall do. We do things the right way, and it was really good to see that, and it was a good celebration for the poor little lads.
We're not one of them. We're not one of them fake teams that just crowd claps for 10 seconds. We're one of them teams that if something bad has happened, we'll take notice of it and we'll try our hardest to give as much as we can to it.
If you are not subscribed to the Millwall Drive Home, get yourself subscribed, put yourself in the comments. We love reading them. I didn't respond to the last ones, but I really appreciate it. We take the lead. A corner from the right, comes across, the ball bounces out to Danny McNamara, who takes a shot, the ball rebounds out for a change right at the feet of Murray Wallace, who seems to be in the right place at the right time so often. What an absolute legend he is, by the way. Really, I say legend, I don't mean Mill legend in general, but just Mr. Millwall is at the moment, in the right place at the right time, puts the ball into the back of the net, smashes it home, puts us deservedly 1-0 up. We're not scoring many goals from corner. I think that's our first goal from a corner since the home game 10 games ago. I think Jake Cooper against Blackpool. We then make it 2-0, a corner from the left this time, ball into the box. Tom Bradshaw makes a fantastic run to the near post, gets his head on the ball, puts us 2-0 up at the time. Again, we're on the ascendancy at that stage. Birmingham City have done absolutely nothing in the first half, no trouble whatsoever. By far the worst team we've seen this season, and I always expect a little bit better from them, but they did absolutely nothing. We go in at half time 2-0, but we did have one more chance in the first half, didn't we? Do you want to explain it?
It was a cross from the right. It may have been Malone or Jed, and it was I think it was Jed from a ball by Danny Mack, and Benica Phobe done a really lovely little technique when it was down low to lift the ball into the side netting.
Yeah, it's a good diving header. Like I said, we go into. You expect Birmingham to lift their performance in the second half, which they did. To be fair, they've taken off. I can't remember who they took off, but they put on Djukovic. So you got Djukovic, Hogan, then Deeney. Deeney drops deeper, and it's Deeney that gets on the score sheet. A shadow of the player that he used to be, an absolute dominating performance. However,
looks like he eats donuts for fun.
He does look like he eats donuts for fun, but he's still got the quality. The ball's cut back to him. He's about 16 yards out. No, maybe a little bit closer than that.
Yeah,
comes in and he bangs it into the. To be fair, hits it hard past bar to make it 2-1 at that stage. And you're thinking, I genuinely don't know where that came from, but he's made it 2-1 at the time, and. Even from then, I didn't think that we were going to that they were going to come back into it. But you're worried because it's typical Millwall. Like, at half time, you're thinking we're going to dominate it. But Birmingham City just couldn't get the ball in the midfield. Like I said, George Evans today and Billy Mitchell just dominated everything. We had an outlet all the time, and Scott Malone on the left, Jed Wallace and Danny McNamara on the right, and that's where our third goal come from. The ball's played out to the right. Danny McNamara kind of nods it over, gets to the byline, cuts it back. George Evans is arriving late into the box.
When it had come behind Bradshaw.
It did come to George Evans, who left-footed into the top left-hand corner. An absolutely superb finish from a player that's got a lot of stick, but he's taking his chance really well. And not just with the goal, he's taking his chance in the game really well. Puts us 3-1 up, and I didn't feel like we were going to concede at all for the rest of the game. We do concede 2 chances. Bart makes one good save, where I think he pushed it out, didn't he? Pushed it out into a little bit of trouble, but we've cleared it. And the second one was it fell to Bella, I think it was, that came on as a sub. He's about 10 yards out. He's got to hit the target, and he puts it wide of the post.
He shanks it. He kind of. It's a weird way to describe a shot, but he hits it with the bottom of his toe. It was a very mishit shot.
He did. We did have a couple more chances. Jed Wallace had a decent chance. Jed Wallace worked today. Really did put himself about. A lot of the flicks and tricks that haven't been came off today. Like I said, Danny McNamara and Scott Malone attacking prowess today were fantastic. Jake Cooper and Sean Hutchinson never looked like getting beaten. But my man of the match, was he your man of the match as well?
I had a joint one today.
Who's your man of the match?
It's 2 of our own, Billy Mitchell and Danny McNamara.
He's fangirling about Danny McNamara after getting his shirt.
No, it's 2 absolute legends to come, I feel. And they both put in a worldly of a performance today.
They really did. And Billy Mitchell, like I said, he held the ball so well. Really did. He broke up the play. He passed well. He just everything that he done was fantastic today. Sorry, I'm holding the phone because a fella's trying to get in. We've taken over a corner of the Surrey Docks pub in obviously on Surrey Quays, but he just done everything today. It was definitely a man of the match performance. I don't think we've got a game. We've got the FA Cup draw. We should have said it at the start, but we're going to do the FA Cup draw live. We done a dummy run earlier, didn't we?
With our little bingo thing.
Yeah, we're going to do the bingo thing, and we got Rotherham or Stockport away. Hopefully we don't get those.
And I think Stockport actually won.
Did they?
Yeah, I think someone took it in the last minute.
Okay, so we'll have to see that, but we'll do the live draw, a live YouTube video on Monday. Our next league game is Peterborough away next Saturday, so we'll be going to that. Thank you very much for watching us. I don't know whether you can hear us with all the background music, but the background noise, but we're going to enjoy the rest of the night. It's always better with 3 points. I've got a lot of respect for Birmingham. I think they're a decent fan base. They've got some decent fans. They sing well. But today was our day. Today was the day to be a Millwall fan. There's only one way we can finish it, isn't there, Zac?
Yep, 3 goals as well.
3 goals. Watch our FA Cup live. Get on there. Get yourselves in the comments because we know we enjoy. I think it's like 6 o'clock on Monday. If you're not, what else are you going to do? Don't watch it on ITV4. I think it is. One way we can end it. No one likes us.
We don't care.
Yeah.